Stansbury in 10th grade at STEM Academy. And today I am interviewing the first female African American firefighter of the city of Chester, Donye Duncan.
Hi, thank you.
Welcome, Donye.
Absolutely.
So the first question was, what was your dream job as a kid?
As a kid, my dream job was to be an obstetrician. I was like fascinated with just the whole delivery process of babies and watching videos with my grandmother, and that quickly dissipated. And once I got old, I didn't want to do that anymore. So I studied business administration when I attended Penn State University, and a couple other colleges that I went to I never completely finished. Couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. So, yeah.
The second question was, what made you become a firefighter?
I actually never wanted to be a firefighter. I wanted to be a police officer, but the test took so long that I ran into one of the city workers, and they were saying, like, you're waiting for the test, won't you just go be a firefighter? And I was like, absolutely not. But they had told me at that point that there hadn't been any females, and I'm very, very competitive. I played basketball, I'm very athletic, and I'm like, all right, well, there's no females, I'm sure I can do it. So I just did it just to be competitive, and
now here you are.
Now here I am, yeah.
The third question was, what were some hardships you came across in your time being a firefighter?
Just being a girl, because a lot of the times men or people in general, they look at females as being like soft and, not as strong. And I am not that. I'm soft, but I'm rough. I can fit in with them. I have very thick skin, very strong. I work out. Again, as I said before, I'm very athletic. I have a fitness business outside of being a firefighter, and just dealing with people always trying to help. And when I say people, a lot of the men, it's like, you sure you got that? Because I can help you. And I'm like, I got it, So having to carry my own weight. That was one of the challenges of having to prove myself.
The fourth question was, what was one of the most fierce fires?
That's a good question. I mean, it wasn't very, very fierce. I haven't had one of those fires that like scared me yet, but I don't know if you are familiar with the school Columbus, and it's closed now, but somebody kept setting fires in there. My very first like big fire, because it's always dark, was Columbus, because you have to be able to maneuver through places that you can't see in. And
do you wear headlights on your helmets?
I don't have headlights. Some of the guys do. They'll have headlights and stuff on theirs. No, I usually have like a little stream light on my jacket. It doesn't help whatsoever. Smoke is very, very dark, and you can't see anything.
It burn your eyes sometimes too.
Yeah, well, while we're in the fire, the smoke won't burn my eyes because we have a mask, and it basically protects you from the elements, because smoke would burn your eyes, it'll burn your throat, and you can't inhale that. So we have like a whole pack on, and our gear protects us from the elements of fire. Yeah.
Hello, I am Kam'Ren Mills, a 11th grader and also a journalist of The Voice of STEM, and I'm also interviewing Donye Duncan, the first female firefighter of Chester. Hello.
Hi, how are you, Kam'Ren?
Hello. I have 5 questions for you.
Okay.
What was training like?
It's very similar to boot camp, in my opinion. I was terrified in training. I got sick every morning just from nerves. You have to, it tests your wit. So it's like school, but then it also tests your endurance and your mental strength, physical strength, running and CrossFit and climbing steps and being yelled at in your face type of like boot camp. So it was a boot camp atmosphere. Absolutely.
Okay, that's cool. My next question is, what was the first fire that you fought?
So the first actual fire, I fought car fires for my first year. And that's like not a big thing in the company. Outside of a car fire, I had a shed fire. Somebody's shed in their backyard had caught fire, and it was a propane tank in the back inside of it, which is not, that's good for storage for that, but it's not good for firefighters because, it could explode, it could burst and everything. But I was so nervous, but I did good. Yeah.
That's good. Another question I have for you is, did anybody call you a nickname, or what would they call you?
At the station, they call me Yeezy. They call me, my maiden name is Price. So that's what I came in there being called. I'm like the mother because I kind of like keep everybody in line. But outside of Yeezy, which is like a daily thing, that's like the main nickname that I have, the people.
Okay. Another question I have for you is, who encouraged you along the way of becoming a fighter?
My family, particularly my husband and my children. Yeah, that was pretty much. And, I had a lot of support from my family and my, extended family and friends, but mainly the initial conversations of becoming a firefighter started with my husband and my children.
Okay. The last question I have is, when heading into a fire, how heavy is the equipment?
Ooh, it ranges. It can range from 30 to, I'll say, about 60 pounds added onto you. And it gets heavier once you start fighting because the water weighs your gear down as well. But yeah, we carry a number of tools, and then we have to have our air pack on our back, and the gear alone is at least 20 pounds, and that's without all the tools that we put in our pockets and that we're actually carrying in our hands. So it can get pretty heavy.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all the questions I have for you today. Thank you.
Absolutely. No problem. Thank you.